Started against a very good team. San Diego is a big, playing well defensively kind of team that struggled between the pipes early on in the season. So it was kind of tricky because you're playing against a team that is lower in the standing, but it's a pretty good team. So it was. First two games were pretty tough. We got to keep in mind the lineup that we have is different. We're trying to bring players up from the East Coast and then playing away that is our way. And so it was an interesting first part because then you play in Bakersfield and we've played a solid game in Bakersfield. And then the first game against Tucson, well, the game we've played in Tucson, we've played well enough to win the game. So we felt pretty good. We felt we got better and better as the trip went on. So overall, what we've seen is we faced a good team in the first part. Then we regrouped, played a really solid game in Bakersfield, and played good enough 5-on-5 in Tucson to win the game, but we lost the game on special teams. So overall, it was a good road trip as far as the team growing and learning the game in a different way, which is on the road.
What can you say about getting a contribution from someone like Darren Kramer, scored his first goal? He said, we were talking to him earlier, he said he didn't score his first goal last year until January. So when you're getting contributions from players like that? Well,
he's doing a lot of good things. He's paying a lot of paying attention to what we need to do as a team. He's driving the net. He's playing a simple game, and that fits exactly what we're trying to do here, playing a simple and fast game. But he's, on that goal, he scored. Jimmy Lodge is driving the net, and he was at the right time at the right place. So it's really happy for him. When you do the right things over and over and again, at some point it's going to pay off. And for him to produce offensively is obviously a bonus, but I'm happy for him because it's well deserved.
Sort of a two-parter here, but what's it like as a coach when you have the call-ups and the injuries that you have to be able to dip into the East Coast League and bring up a player like DeSalvo who seems to do nothing but produce at an AHL level? And I guess part B of that question is, how is a player like DeSalvo playing in the East Coast League? Why isn't he sort of sticking at a higher level from what you've seen of him?
Well, it's all about opportunities. Sometimes it doesn't start with or the way you want it to. I'm sure his plan was to play in the American League to start the season, but it didn't work his way, and then the credit should go to him. He worked hard and played well in the East Coast. I don't know exactly how he was playing in the East Coast, but I know he was playing well enough for us to consider calling him back up. And He's played some games here last year, so we know a little bit about him. He did what was expected from him, which is to create offense, yes, but to move his feet, be on the puck, and for him to understand the system because it's a little bit different here. That quick it's a big bonus for him. So we started to play him not only on the power play but also on the penalty kill and the 5-on-5. So he's been playing really well, and we're really excited to have him right now.